Bitcoin is about to break down, and every single Bitcoin holder need to see this before it's too late. Other charts are signaling for the next move towards the downside for Bitcoin. We have some massive resistance above us, and with that I opened up a massive position on Bitcoin. I will deep dive into every single detail about this trade and what am I doing next with the Bitcoin price. But first of all, I would really appreciate you guys to follow me over on X and to subscribe over on my YouTube channel if you love this daily update video and like this daily update video. And let's dive right away into the content for now, because Bitcoin is currently creating a rising wedge pattern, and this is a bearish pattern for Bitcoin. Because what we could see on the upside here is that the rising wedge pattern is just a consolidation phase, but also a phase where Bitcoin is tend to make a lot of liquidity on the lower side here. It is just momentum that is pulling out of the market. The moves are getting smaller towards an edge point, and after that Bitcoin started to rally further on towards the downside. That is exactly why it is so important to keep your eyes really close on this level, because currently we have been seeing this perfect rising wedge pattern happening. And what is currently happening with the real price here? Bitcoin started to move the first leg towards the top side and then a further leg towards the downside. After that, a bigger rally followed towards the upside and a smaller rally towards the downside followed as well. But the move we are seeing right now is getting smaller and smaller, and momentum is pulled out of the market right now. That is exactly why this pattern is so dangerous to break down. For now, we need to hold this support zone on the lower side to save Bitcoin from a breakdown. But I really think that it is inevitable for Bitcoin to hold this support level and that we will see a further move towards the downside happening for Bitcoin. And with that, targets could lead towards the lower side and the start of this whole rising wedge towards the upside. And that could signal for a move towards the $65,000 for Bitcoin. With that, other signals are screaming once again, because this chart is very interesting. We have Zcash on the lower side here and we have Bitcoin on the top side. But what is the coincidence with this chart and a correlation? We are currently seeing that every single time Zcash bumped towards the upside and bottomed out, that is where Bitcoin started to crash towards the downside. We have seen it before in 2017 where Bitcoin topped out after a massive rally for Zcash. After that, Zcash dumped and Bitcoin dumped as well. After that, Zcash rallied on further on towards the upside, and that is where the next move for Bitcoin started. And we're talking about big moves, because this move was approximately 80% towards the downside. This move is 70% towards the downside. This move is 45% towards the downside. Right here we saw a move of 67% towards the downside. Here 30%, and right over here we saw a move of approximately 45% towards the downside. Every single time Zcash topped out and had a massive rally towards the upside, Bitcoin was tend to dump further on towards the upside, towards the downside. We have seen it happening once again right over here where Zcash pumped massively towards the upside, and that is where Bitcoin topped out as well. But right now, what is really important with this chart is Zcash rallied once again, and we are at a really interesting moment for Zcash. Because if we reject this high from of this point, Zcash can top out at this point, and that will cause for a next rally towards the downside for Bitcoin. And like we have seen in the past, those moves aren't small at all, because we are literally seeing moves of 30% or even more, and that could lead for a Bitcoin price of approximately $40,000 to $50,000. So this is also not a bullish sign for Bitcoin. With that, I opened up a short position with this resistance step on Bitcoin, and that trade is currently doing pretty well. Of course, we were in some bigger profits, but right now this trade is running in a $6,000 of a profit. And I've been sharing the limit orders right over here before they even got hit. And look at the perfect entry we got right over here. And right now we are running into a really nice profit. And with that, the whole community is printing because I shared this trade before it even happened and before a limit order even getting hit here. So please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel and join the free Telegram group with the first link in the description, because I will keep you posted about every single move in crypto right over there. It's completely free. Please make sure to join it as well. And then my next plans for Bitcoin and for this trade. Like I said, if Bitcoin pumps further on towards the top side, I will triple my position size and I will open up a $1 million trade on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin started to rally further on towards the downside, from of this point, I am taking profits off the table at $75,000, and with that I will take 25 grand profit. And if we hit this take profit here, I will give away a certain amount of money back towards the community. For that, please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel and join the free Telegram group to never miss out. So for now, the plan is pretty clear. If Bitcoin wants to push further on towards the upside from of this point, I will triple my position size. And if Bitcoin started to rally towards the downside from of this point, I am making some really nice profits from of this trade, which is currently in a 26% profit. With that, this week would be very, very volatile for Bitcoin, because today Kevin Hart becomes the Fed chair president, and that is a really good sign because it is a pro-crypto Fed chair. On Tuesday, the CPI will come in of April, and on Wednesday, the PPI will drop. These are high volatile events, and this could literally move the price like crazy. And on Thursday, what we have actually is the retail sales, and the Trump flies to Beijing to have a China summit there. And that is a really interesting thing with the Iran war, which is currently having here. And of course, the inflation data is about to drop this week, and every single time the inflation data dropped to Bitcoin, a next move was about to start and people were getting liquidated. So please make sure to be prepared for the next volatility in the upcoming events here. And with that being said, I would really appreciate you guys to follow me over on X and to subscribe over on my YouTube channel. And I will see you tomorrow by a brand new Crypto Daily Update video.